Welcome back to Kentucky and the Kentucky Adventure Tour. Today, we're not just going to take a normal piece of the Kentucky Adventure Tour. We're going to drive Hensley Extreme. What makes it so extreme, you might ask? Well, you're just going to have to come along for the ride and find out. It's only about 5 miles from the pavement all the way up to Hensley Settlement. But almost immediately after you get off of the pavement on Hensley Settlement Road, this is the kind of terrain you'll find. You might wonder what kind of rating a road like this has. Well, neither Onyx nor Trails Off-Road include it, so I really have no idea. But what I will tell you is this first section and the gatekeeper on it probably rate at least a level 5 or 6. Good. You're going to go up. Nice. The Hensley Settlement Road starts from the small hamlet of Cubage, Kentucky. A post office was established here back in 1879, but since then the town's become so small that in 1989 it closed. Tradition has it that somebody carved bear cub killed here on a beech tree, and that the town was originally named Cub Beach, but over the years it was corrupted into Cubage. Today, if you blink, you'll probably miss Cubage as you turn off onto the Hensley Settlement Road, which at that point is a deteriorating one-lane stretch of asphalt. Once you pass a couple of older houses, you'll wonder if you're in the right place. But yes, that road that sneaks past the houses and turns into dirt and then into this, that's exactly where you want to be. Wow! Welcome to Hensley Settlement Road. We drove this trail on New Year's Eve in 2023. The weather was pretty good for New Year's Eve. It was probably in the 40s when we started out at the bottom. If you were to drive this in the spring or the summer, all of that green rhododendron you're seeing right now, it would suggest to me that this would be one lush green jungle. After you drive up that first rocky, steep section and pass over these two culvert pipes, the road becomes just a little bit easier. But don't expect this to be a walk in the park. Those first 2 miles after you leave Cubage, they gain over 1,400 feet in elevation, and the video just does not do justice to these inclines.
At 10 degrees pitch.
We know that 10 degrees pitch isn't all that great, but it's nothing to scoff at either. And besides, we know full well that this trail is only going to get steeper. Hi, Rue. This particular road, it's the only public access drivable track to Hensley Settlement. Otherwise, you can take a hiking trail to Hensley Settlement that gains almost 2,200 feet in elevation over its 4-mile length. Or you can take the shuttle bus tour operated by the Park Service between May and October. I'm a little biased, but personally I think that taking this trail was the best possible option, even if it is a little bit narrow and steep.
It's a little narrow.
A little tight back there.
Yes. Canaan's even hiding.
About 1.5 miles up from Cubage on this trail, there was a marking that said "Danger, washed out." We didn't know what to expect, but this is what we found. You may not be able to tell it from this particular angle, but this section of trail was indeed very washed out from prior rain. With a little bit of patience and careful tire placement, it really was no problem for either the JK or the Gladiator. But I could understand why this would make some people just a little bit nervous driving through. And as we gradually climbed up the road, the trail became just a little bit narrower. That rhododendron on the driver's side, it got a little pushier, and the traces of snow became just a little bit greater.
It's deep. You're not going to go off. No, you're right on the edge right now. You've got like 3 inches, 4 inches. Hi! Yeah. It's a beautiful place.
Yep, we're in the snow.
Yes, we are in the snow.
There's one of them slippery culvert pipes. You know how that goes. Sometimes they'll just
Yeah.
take you downhill.
Yeah. So you're saying I have my seatbelt on right now? We're still not exactly there, aren't we? My camera is actually level. Well, we're not. You know?
Is it just me, or does this trail suddenly look like a completely different trail than the one we started on? About 2 miles and almost 1,500-foot elevation gain from Cubage, the track finally gets wider, smoother, and levels out quite a bit. And along with that wider and more open track, here come the mudholes.
Oh, yes. It's definitely bigger than the TT for us. Here we go.
This particular part of the track was a photographer's dream. The light dusting throughout of snow and the blue sky and sunshine shining down on the trail made for epic video. Of course, along with that beautiful dusting of snow and sunshine, sometimes they come along with unexpected hazards.
It's all hanging low because of the way of the snow.
It is. I'm gonna get snow done right there. Whoa! I got that one on film.
But
As you can see, we got a little bit of snow in through the roof on that one. I think it's all on my side. The ones you just went over, they almost put me out of the top. That one? Okay. Yeah, it is. It's totally winter wonderland up here. Very cool.
Not quite 5 miles after you've left Cubage behind and climbed almost 2,200 feet in elevation, you'll finally come across the parking area for the Hensley Settlement. You may notice another gated road leading away from that small parking lot, but don't be fooled. You do have to go back down the same way you came. These roads are only for Park Service employees. Around 1900, Burton Hensley acquired 200 acres here on top of Cumberland Mountain. In 1903, one of his daughters moved here with her family, and that started the establishment of a community that would extend to over 100 people. For the next 40 years, the residents of the Hensley Settlement prospered. They farmed and raised animals, traded with each other, attended church here, and educated their children at a local one-room schoolhouse. Even when other communities in the area acquired electricity and built roads, this community remained isolated and without those services. Many residents began to leave the settlement in the 1940s, but that first family that settled here, they didn't leave until 1951, the last family to leave. Leaving behind a place like Hensley Settlement, a place where you can practically feel all the memories left behind, is always a little bit bittersweet. We also knew that this day and our holiday weekend were both drawing to a close, and that we still had 5 miles of trail to drive before reaching the main road.
He's good.
pretty
his skid
good.
hit right there.
Yeah, your skid hit, but otherwise you're good.
We got close there. Look at that.
Woo! What you doing? No, stay up there. Really?
Right there, baby.
I mean, how about for you guys, or?
No, shorter wheelbase.
No, you sure our wheelbase we should be okay.
Wonder what the angle is right there.
Too much.
The three of us really didn't know completely what to expect when we came down for that holiday weekend and to drive these trails. We greatly enjoyed the 16 Creek, Cat, and Hensley Settlement trails that we got to drive. But the best part of these trails and the best part of travel usually is sharing it with friends and family. So next time you think about going on a trail, whether it's a trail like this one that's rough and rocky and challenging, or if it's simply driving along a paved, scenic road, make sure you take those you love with you and enjoy the experience. Thanks for joining us and riding along on the Hensley Extreme Trail. And I hope you'll come back again next time because, well, I forgot my credit card at the Pine Mountain Lodge where we ate lunch yesterday and we've got to go back. So tomorrow we're going to show you Change Rock. We hope to see you then. But in the meantime, go out and find your own adventure.